Hello, we are here with Maggie Inscho, and she is the volunteer coordinator for CASA. How are you doing today, Maggie?
I'm good. How about you?
I'm doing good. I wanted you to tell some of our viewers and listeners about CASA, what y'all do, and how people can come involved in this county.
CASA is Court-Appointed Special Advocate. We advocate on behalf of abused and neglected children in the court system. We receive our referrals from Judge Joe Ayers. He's our juvenile court judge. And the children are already in the court system. They're either placed with grandparents, neighbors, friends, or in a foster home. And our children range from newborn to turning 18 years old.
Okay, and how does one become a volunteer? Is there any special requirements that they may have to do?
There is actually. They have to be 21 years of age and they have to pass the police background check. We do the records check. We do references, 3 close friends, non-relatives of course, and then there's a 35-hour volunteer training class. It's 30 hours of class time and then 5 hours of about 5 hours of court time.
Okay, could you kind of do an overview of how, because we're doing this Pepsi Refresh Everything Challenge for the Children's Center, could you kind of give us a little difference of how you all different from that entity and how you all kind of mesh together, and give us the information about the contest for the $250,000 grant?
Sure, I can do that. Like I said, CASA is an advocate for the child, and we speak on behalf of the child. We go out and talk to the neighbors, the doctors, the lawyers, anybody involved in that child's case. We write a court report to the judge, and the judge takes that court report in consideration when he makes his decision on where to place the child, whether to place the child back in the home, or what's going on in that child's life, because it gives him a little bit more information, because our volunteers have anywhere from 2 to 3 cases. That's all they have at a time. And sometimes a DCS worker may have, 13, 14 cases. So there's a big difference there. And the Children's Center, the Campbell County Children's Center, when a child has been abused, physically abused or sexually abused, that's when they go to the Children's Center. They have the counselors there, they have forensic interviewers there. They can do everything right there on site. But right now, they're in a little bitty house. They're in a little bitty building. They have been there going on their 10 years. And they're really outgrowing their space. And this is one thing that the county can do for the Children's Center, is just go vote. That's all you have to do. Grab your cell phone, grab the computer, go vote once a day on each one of them, and it's really easy. And they could win $250,000. There's no way our county could raise that for them. So if we all bind together and just do this every day, we all have children, we all know teenagers. They love doing their cell phones, so they would love doing this. So what you do, for the computer, you go to refresheverything.com / Campbell County Children's Center. It'll take you right to the site. You sign in, you give a password and everything, and then go down to the bottom of the page and it'll say you can vote. Some people have told me they almost messed up and didn't vote because they didn't go to the bottom of the page when it took them back on there. So that's why I emphasize on that. When you go back on the page, go to the bottom and hit vote. And then from the cell phone, you just do refresh everything, or I'm sorry. That's okay. Refresh Pepsi vote. You go to 73774 and you key in 101868.
So we want to encourage everyone to do that twice a day.
Yes, they can go to the computer once a day and their phone once a day. And again, for the telephone, it's 73774 and you hit 101-868. That is so easy, and we can honestly say we was part of getting the $250,000 to the Children's Center. And honestly, a lot of the victims that CASA works with are the same victims that the Children's Center works with.
Right.
So we're all working for the children of Campbell County, and that's what we need to all pull together and do what we can for our children. We owe them that.
They definitely need it. And I understand that the deadline is September the 30th for this voting?
It is
Okay.
September 30th. Now, they also had a deadline for August 31st, but they give them an extra month because they were so close. And apparently they felt like they could really, they felt like they deserved that.
Right.
So they went ahead and gave them a little extra time, and that has given us a second chance. That's given our children a second chance.
Exactly.
So we really need to remember to do this twice a day. I myself forgot to do it over the weekend. I felt really guilty about doing that. I've been faithful about doing it, and it's understandable we forget, but our kids can't afford for us to forget them. There's no way.
I agree.
Thank you so much.
We need to give them send up a prayer for all these children of our county and pray that maybe God will work a miracle so we can get that grant, because He can do everything.
That's it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Maggie.